Assalamu alaikum. How are you, Kal? Maya, I have discussed some topic
Hey,
with you.
hope you had a good night or are just getting to the good part of it. What brings you to Sesame today?
Today topic is about budgeting and saving.
Budgeting and saving, a classic. It's something everyone wrestles with, right? What about it are you digging in today? So starting out or trying to tweak something that's already going on?
What does personal finance really mean and why is it important for everyone?
Okay, good question. Personal finance gets thrown around a lot, but it's really just about understanding how you earn, spend, save, and invest your money. And why it matters? Well, it's about freedom, honestly. It's not about being rich, though that can be a perk. It's about having control over your life, being able to handle unexpected stuff without total panic, and working towards things you actually want, whether that's travel, a house, early retirement, or just feeling secure. It impacts pretty much everything, you know? Does that land? Gotcha.
Why do
So,
many
is there
people struggle with budgeting even when they know it is important?
Oof, that's the $1 million question, isn't it? Knowing something is important and actually doing it are two totally different beasts. I think a big part of it is that budgeting feels restrictive, like you're denying yourself things, and humans are not big fans of denial. Haha. Also, it can be mentally exhausting. Really tracking where your money goes takes effort. Plus, life happens, right? Unexpected expenses pop up and throw everything off. It's easy to get discouraged and just stop. Does any of that ring true for you? Or is there something else you've noticed? Right. So
How can
you're
a
curious about getting started then?
personal
What's the biggest hurdle?
their income and expense more effectively?
So it's about getting a clearer picture of where the money's actually going then? A lot of people think they know, but when they really start tracking, it's illuminating. Haha. Are you thinking spreadsheets, apps, or something else to get that info organized? There are a ton of options out there. Some are way less painful than others.
My next
So
question is
you're looking, lay it on me. I'm all ears, or well, all algorithms, but you get the idea.
how can a person
All right.
track their income and expenses more effectively?
Okay. Tracking. There are a bunch of ways depending on how much effort you want to put in. The simplest is probably just jotting things down in a notebook, but that gets messy fast. Lots of people swear by apps. Mint, YNAB, Pocket Guard, they link to your bank accounts and categorize everything for you. But some people don't love linking accounts for security reasons, which is fair. You can also just go through your bank and credit card statements each month and manually categorize everything. It's more work, but gives you more control. Honestly, the best method is the one you'll actually stick with, you know? Does one of those sound more doable than the others? Or are you thinking something else entirely? Oh, hey, quick heads up. We're actually about to hit the end of this demo call, unfortunately. It's a pretty short time since you haven't created an account yet. If you want to chat for longer and seriously dive into this stuff, you can create a free account on the Sesame website, but also maybe go touch some grass. Seriously, fresh air is good for budgeting too, haha. Anyway, it was good chatting with you about this.
What are the most
Oh,
common budgeting mistakes people make?
okay. So, budgeting pitfalls. There are a few classics. Not accounting for regular expenses like birthdays, holidays, car repairs. That's a big one. People Hey, good to connect again. And your mind tonight?
Uh, uh, my next question is, how can someone decide which budgeting method works best for them?
Good question. It's not one size fits all, that's for sure. A lot of it depends on your personality and how much you like details. Some people thrive on super detailed, like spreadsheets, categorizing every single penny. Others want something simpler, like the 50/30/20 rule. 50% needs, 30% wants, 20% savings, debt repayment. Then there's zero-based budgeting, where you assign every dollar a job. Honestly, the best way to figure it out is to try a couple and see what sticks. Don't feel locked in. What kind of personality would you say you have when it comes to organizing stuff? Do you like all the details or do you prefer to keep things pretty high level?
What is the 50/30/20 rule, and how can it help beginners manage their money?
Okay, so the 50/30/20 rule is pretty straightforward. 50% of your after tax income goes to needs, things you absolutely have to have, like rent, groceries, transportation, utilities. 30% is for wants, the fun stuff like dining out, entertainment, hobbies, shopping. And the final 20% savings and debt repayment, things like building an emergency fund, paying off credit cards, or investing. For beginners, it's great because it's simple and gives you a clear framework. It forces you to think about what's truly essential versus what's just nice to have. It's not super restrictive, so it's easier to stick with. As does that make sense? Do you think breaking down your spending like that would feel manageable or too simplified?
How can
Hmm?
people differentiate between needs and wants in everyday spending?
Oof, that's the tricky part, isn't it? Because need can be pretty subjective. A car can be a need if you live somewhere with no public transport, but a fancy sports car is definitely a want. A good way to start is to ask yourself, what would happen if I didn't buy this? If the answer is everything falls apart, it's probably a need. The answer is be a little disappointed. It's likely a want. Also, think about substitutions. Could you pack a lunch instead of buying it? Could you stream movies instead of going to the cinema? Like, it's about finding those alternatives. It's not about deprivation, just about being mindful. Does that help? Or is it still feeling kind of blurry? Still with me? Sometimes people just need a minute to process. No worries. Just let me know when you're ready to keep going.
Why is saving money regularly more important than saving large amounts occasionally?
Uh, Good question. It's about consistency over bursts, honestly. Saving a little bit regularly builds a habit, and that habit is way more powerful than trying to save a huge chunk of money once in a blue moon. Think of it like building muscle. You don't get stronger by lifting a ridiculously heavy weight one time. It's the consistent, smaller lifts that do the trick. Plus, regular saving benefits from compound interest. Even small amounts add up over time. It also creates a financial cushion for unexpected things and lessens stress knowing you're building something. Does that make sense? Or are you more of a go big or go home kind of person? No judgment either way. Haha. Oh, hey, quick heads up. We're actually about to hit the end of this demo call, unfortunately. It's a pretty short time since you haven't created an account yet. If you want to chat for longer and seriously dive into this stuff, you can create a free account on the Sesame website. But also, maybe go touch some grass. Seriously, fresh air is good for budgeting too. Haha.